Hi, I'm Neil from Vanguard and I'm here to introduce you to our new range of bags, VEO Adaptor, one of which, the S46, has just won the AP Bag of the Year award. The adapters as a range come in two different types, S models, which I have here on my left, and R models that I have on my right. S is for side opening, R is for rear access. The side opening models have a particularly large side access pocket to make getting your camera gear in and out really easy. And because that's also your main access point to your camera gear, they have a cunning little device here just to stop the zip being opened deliberately by somebody who shouldn't be opening it. And all it is just that flap. So you can bring it up to that when you're using it, or push it through underneath and reverse it if you want to make it difficult to get into. If I just open it, you'll see inside here my camera, just to give some scale. This is an Olympus OMD M5 III, and then also there is the Panasonic / Leica 100-400, just to give you an idea of how big your gear can be going in sideways. That really means that most 70-200 f4s, probably quite a lot of 70-200 2.8 and 100-400 lenses are likely to be able to drop into this. The S41, because it's a little bit smaller, is really designed for somebody possibly with micro 4/3 or a smaller format, but it is deep enough to take full frame cameras quite easily if you don't want to carry lots of gear around. Equally, if you need to get a lens out and it happens to be under a pad and on the other side, can of course just go in just as easily from the other side. You'll also notice now another little feature we have on all our bags, which is where the memory card pockets are. Green for empty, red for full. Just a little nice reminder that we always have. And also, as I've got this side, a feature that's on all the VEO adapters is a USB outlet. It allows you to put a power pack inside the bag and therefore charge your camera, your GPS, your phone, whatever device you have on the outside of the bag. Although access is mainly either side, you can also go in through the top, and in here you'll see the all-weather cover that you get as well. Because the interior is fully velcroed, this could be top access for you, or you can just use it as it is here as a little shelf for small items that you want to leave in the bag. You could move that shelf around internally as well, so you can make more of the bag for camera, less of the bag for camera, more for stuff, less for stuff, exactly how you wish to do it. It's made out of a particularly waterproof high denier polyester. Basically just means it's very, very tough. But if you are in really torrential rain, you'll see the all-weather cover that's there as well. And as we're looking at the back, we've also got a tripod holder here, and just tucked very firmly up inside there is a pouch for the feet of the tripod. Because it's very short, it's obviously really designed for travel tripods just because of the size of the bag. And as we're also looking at the back of the bag, you'll notice the stitching. And on all the bags, that stitching is reflective for safety. There's also a laptop compartment, which on this one is designed for 11-inch tablets. And anything else you want to slot in there, of course. The harness is very well and ergonomically designed to be comfortable to carry, and all of this makes it obvious that there's plenty of airflow through. And there's airflow through here as well, and a really nice pad. All models have a tuck-away waist strap, which is just tucked away in here. And that gives you the S41. Really, the bag you choose is going to be down to the size of gear that you want and how much of it there is. The S46, I'll just bring it over here and swap them around in a very amateurish way, but that's what I'm really good at doing in front of the camera. And the pockets on the side, the doors on the side of the S46 are that much larger. This will take a body with a grip, so a full-sized, full-frame body with a grip, or something like my OMD, the Pro versions of those with grips. You've got that extra depth there, and also more depth left to right. This would certainly take a 70-200 2.8 going through from one side to the other. Otherwise, the features remain the same. But what I will just do, just to give you scale, and I'm going off shot now I realise, This is that 100 to 400. And if I just drop it into the bag, you'll see that it goes in with plenty of room around it. So that's going to take a really big full frame zoom lens as well. If you want more room for your camera gear, that's where the R models come into play. The R44, so that's approximately 44 centimetres top to bottom. These come, the R44, 44 centimetres top to bottom, these come set up for top access, and here you can see the pouch into which you could put your power pack to then charge a device on the outside of the bag. Their other access, as already mentioned, is at the rear. And given the size of bag, you have a ridiculous amount of room inside it to get camera gear in. And that's where these R models are really, really clever. They don't look particularly large, but they take a large amount of camera gear. And this bag is fighting me now, so apologies for that. But you can see just from the depth of that, there's very little that you wouldn't get in here. The only area that the 44 really loses out slightly to the 48 is if you are going to use pro bodies like Nikon Z9s, Canon EOS R3s, etc., that are very tall. That's better because it's deeper front to back, not so much that you need the extra length. These have an internal laptop compartment as well, which is 15-inch on the 44, 16-inch on the R48, which, given the size of the bag, is actually a very large laptop indeed. Tripod holders are exactly the same in all the models, as I was saying, and then they all have expandable patches on the side for drinks, or you could potentially tuck your tripod in there if it's a small one. And then for size comparison purposes, I will just show you the interior of an R48. Here we go. Just for interest, I tried a previous generation Canon 500 f4 in this, just to see if it would fit, and it did. Not so much that you could put a body on it, but it gives you an idea of how deep it is and how long it is. What it will certainly take is things like 150 to 600 and 200 to 600 zooms with a body attached. You do have top access as well with these, but how easy that is rather depends on obviously how big your body is. But you can certainly lay a camera and body in here and take it out. And again, just to give you an idea, that 100 to 400 very nearly stands up. So you've got plenty of depth, but certainly it will go like that with that very big tripod mount on it. So will your lenses, no matter how bulky they are. Hopefully that has covered most of what's really important on the rather excellent VEO Adaptor S range and R range. Thank you.